Okay, hello everybody. Good afternoon. My name is Marie Abanga, Mark for short, all the way from Douala, Cameroon, and I'm the founder of the association Hope for the Abused and the Battered. I'm the country executive of Cameroon for the Global Mental Health Care Network. I'm the country director of the GBM Foundation for Epilepsy and Mental Wellbeing. So you can see that there's a lot about mental health as far as I'm concerned. I was diagnosed with post-traumatic stress disorder in 2014. I've had some real experiences with mental health challenges and mental illness. And yes, the outbreak of the coronavirus, COVID-19, hasn't left me undisturbed, and it has actually triggered a lot. And if I said I was doing good, that would be a lie. I'm struggling. The only difference is that I know a little bit about what to do to kind of like stay grounded, but it's not easy. I want to talk a little bit about myself, my experiences, because that's it for me. My purpose in life is to inspire and motivate people from all walks of life with my personal experiences, and I want to keep it real, talking about this outbreak and its impact on me, and as a person living with a mental illness. And I know I'm not the only person who is going through tough times now, and people may not call it mental illness, people may not call it mental health challenge, maybe because it's so stigmatized and it's taboo, but that's what it is for me. And also, well, as a single mom, three boys, trying to get them to understand what's going on and to put in place the measures, it's not easy. um Post-traumatic stress disorder is a mental health condition that's triggered by a terrifying event. And yes, COVID-19 is terrifying. I don't have to have experienced it myself or witnessed it. I haven't seen anybody who has tested positive. I haven't had any symptoms myself so far. But I have traveled. I mean, when drastic measures were taken in my country, I was in another city in Yaoundé. That was on a Tuesday night. And I panicked, and it was like, should I rush back to my home, to my boys, or should I finish doing what I came here to do? Well, I calmed myself down. I told myself, finish doing what you came here to do. I also had a show, and I was looking forward to talking about it. Sometimes you put up that good front and everything, but I was just like, maybe I'm not in my home, so I can relax a little bit. But once I get home, I have to make sure the boys understand what is at stake. I have to kind of like start the self-isolation or the isolation. It cannot be complete. I had to go to the market today, for example, and that was really scary for me, but I did have to go. Um, clean up for somebody who has been obsessed with hygiene before. You can imagine that this whole thing has just like, I've already bathed 2 times today. I have made my own what local hand sanitizer just in case there are no more in any shops. I want to learn how to do this. uh, I have bought some bleach to bleach the whole place. What can I tell you? I bought this one too. What is this? Morning Fresh scoring powder, to kind of like, it's not like it's now I'm starting, but it's like, how much do I have to do now before I am sure that every place is clean and the exposure is limited. But then I also live in a hood where people don't take things seriously, especially when it comes to hygiene and mental health or whatever. So somebody came here yesterday and was saying, oh, that thing is some one man thing, that's some conspiracy thing, they're saying this, they're saying that. And I was like, oh my goodness, it just set me off. And I've really found myself to be more on the edge since yesterday than usual, like shouting and saying clean up and clean up and clean up, and doing it myself and walking myself crazy. Trying to tell the kids in the neighborhood, oh, stop running and coming to me. The kids cannot understand. And one of them finally asked me, is it because of the coronavirus? And I was like, how do I explain it to these kids what this coronavirus is all about? And how do I tell their parents to please keep the kids at home? You can never tell who is walking up the street, or it is so crazy. And it's a virus. It's not something you can see coming. So like I was in the market this morning. Do I know who I was looking at? Do I know who I was talking to? Do I know who carried me on his bike? Do I know, So I had to come back. I had to bathe. I had to meet somebody in my office, for example, at 3 p.m. And I just told the person, no, we are going to talk on WhatsApp. I mean, we cannot afford to be meeting each other. You don't know who you're coming to see. You don't know what is in my office. I don't also know you or who you have met before you are coming. So it's like I'm getting paranoid. I don't know. But I don't just want to pick up the phone anyhow. I don't want to call anybody. I mean, I just want to text people. Even texting, my hands are not too light. Me, who is an author, you can imagine I don't even have that desire to write even just a 100-word thing for the Global Mental Health Network newsletter. They want us to write about it, but I don't have that energy. I'm looking for that energy deep within me. I'm looking for that energy to complete the last chapter of my book. Can you imagine if we are quarantined and we cannot even go out? We are going to go crazy because I had to find that energy in me to do sports this morning. I love sports, but this morning it wasn't easy. You see my eyes? I always sleep because I kept waking up and stuff like that. I've already lost maybe 100 grams. I just ate. It's not like I'm fasting, but I didn't feel like eating. And I was like, what is there to eat? And I'm not the only person. So you can imagine the amount of anxiety some people will be going through now. I'm not even, ours is not even a country where you have hundreds and thousands. Imagine somebody in Italy, oh, not to talk of people in China. Maybe there is getting better now. I don't know. I just don't want to be reading any of that information anymore. Like, is it helping me? Is it not helping me? Is it helping you who lives with a mental illness or a mental health challenge? Is it not helping you? It is so unprecedented. We don't even know how to talk about it. I actually have difficulty adjusting and coping. When we just got the measures on Tuesday night, well, it also helped that I was around some people I could talk with, and we were not like suspecting each other, although we knew that we don't have to handshake, we don't have to hug. That's also very difficult because for people like myself, seriously, I feel much more than I listen. I don't even hear well. I have this hearing impairment. So it is difficult when you are talking to me. I have to either read your lips or go closer to you, and now you don't have to do those. So I have to wear my hearing aids, and sometimes I just feel so bored wearing those hearing aids. It hurts a little bit in my ear, and I'm trying to save the battery too sometimes. So it is really like it is going helter-skelter. So I just thought to do this video to put it out there and to say, well, the best I can do is just take care of myself, because if I don't take care of myself, I cannot take care of my boys. I cannot take care of any other person. And sometimes people don't understand that because they just expect you to know, to be able to be strong, to pull through it, to snap out of it. But no, everybody's worried. Everybody's like, okay, well, if I just wash myself, I do all of this, is it going to be okay? Am I safe? Or do I really have to just stay in my house, in my room, on my bed, and then do what with your family and your children? I can't go visit my mom, for example. I don't want to go where I really cannot, I don't need to go to. Yes, seriously, I don't want to go where I don't need to go to. I don't need to go to the office. I don't need to go to my mom's. I don't need to go to church. I don't need to go. I went to the market today because I needed to go to, but I wouldn't go there again if I don't need to go there. So, and people may think that, oh, you're rejecting them. People may not really understand to what point or you're trying to take care of yourself in the process. So I want to encourage everybody out there, you can only do what works best for you, and this is what works best for me. So this is what I am doing, and I hope you really understand that and know that this COVID-19 is for real. And well, if you are getting hyper like myself, try to reach out, try to read up some things, listen to some motivational talks. I follow Inyana Vanzat. She does some daily antiviral messages on YouTube. And yes, that's all we can do. So take care, everybody. Please, self-care is the best care. Bye-bye.